Well, hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mama Phoenix, and today we're going to continue some more of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice. The last stream, we completed episode 2, The Magical Turnabout. And now, we're going to go to episode 3, The Rite of Turnabout. Let's begin.
Wakey wakey, 201. Got some more questions. Sound the alarm! Prisoner 201's escaped!
Well, you know, with Dad's back on the streets, things will be on the up and up for us.
Keep your voice down. You want that rebel hunter to find us or something?
Come on, we're small fries compared to... Huh?
Alright, let's do this. Another fine day in the Kingdom of Korian. So peaceful here. I can't believe it's been 2 weeks already, but this place is really starting to grow on me. Still. It sure was a rough start. Now, to do what I came here to do, to see Maya. Her long and session training is finally coming to an end. But before it does, she says something about one last rite she has to perform today. Mr. Wright! Happy Karai! Hey Albie, happy Paraki. Oh, you mastered the traditional greeting of Korean! I don't know about that. And I guess all that practicing is paying off. Have you gotten used to life in the temple? I'm grateful they're letting me stay here, but the morning started a little too early for me. Yes, love, morning prayers do begin at dawn. After all, you can never pray too much. Daily devotion is very important here in Korean. That's up to you guys, I don't know how you do it. And today's a special day full of even more prayer than usual. There's nothing better in the world than being able to pray to your heart's content. I can think of a few things I'd rather do. So what makes today so special anyway? You mean you don't know? Today's the purification rite. It's only performed once a year. That's what Maya must have been talking about on the phone yesterday. I wonder what her role it is today. So what exactly is Maya going to be doing in this purification rite? What? Didn't she tell you? She's playing the role of Lady Kira. It's only the most important part of the entire rite. It's unprecedented to have a foreigner play such a key role. Wow, that's really something. It really is! Helping us such an amazing person has been the greatest honor of this humble tourist guide's life. So who is this Lady Kira you mentioned? Allow me to explain. Once upon a time, hundreds of years ago, there lived a female warrior who fought valiantly to establish the right. Let me stop you right there. Is something wrong? No, it's just... I get a feeling I am for a really long story. Yeah, I think it normally takes around 2 hours to tell. Oof, dodged a bullet there. Alright, you're supposed to finally see Miss Maya today. The story can wait then. In the meantime, you can read up on the rite with this. An English guidebook? Where did you dig this up from? I found it just lying there on the temple library. I figured no one's using it, so I borrowed it. Hey, this book belongs to Maya. See, there's her name on the back. There's no harm in keeping this for a while then. Miss Maya should already be at the site where the rite is to take place. Let's go to the Plaza Devotion. I wonder if Maya matured any since I last saw her. It's on the mountaintop, so it might get a little cold though. I think I can handle it. let's go. It's so cold. It's like the air itself is made of ice. But look at all these people. Look, this is the day we come pray for Lady Kira, the protector of our land. It's amazing to see how devoted everyone is. Devoted, right. But couldn't they just as easily do all this to pray someplace warmer? This too is a part of a religious training. It helps us build strength of spirit and willpower. Further up at the end of those stairs is the inner sanctum. I see. Everyone I've met so far seems deeply religious. Of course we are! After all, Rite is also known as the land of prayer. It's said that we Koreanese spend an average of 15 hours a day in prayer. What? 15? From the moment we wake to the moment we fell asleep, our hearts are always in prayer. You see all the square flags around here? They're known as prayer flags. They contain the prayers of our people. Oh, he's talking about those colorful stripes of cloth. There's something written on each one. Just please you, the glory of our people, and... I'm afraid that story's gonna have to wait for another time, Albie. Maya should be here any minute now. Oh yeah, you're right. I can't wait to see Miss Maya again. Pardon me, O noble traveler.
How do you fare, Mr. Wright? It's been many a day.
And, who might you be? Maya?
Miss Maya! Haprai! Haprai, Albie. And you, Mr. Wright. May the Holy Mother guide you to your journey. Hello, Tara. Oh, thanks. Long time no see, Nick! Well, did I surprise you with my act? Yeah, you can say that again. This is Maya Fey. She's a spirit medium from Korean village back home. She was also my assistant for quite some time. But that was many years ago. Her ability to channel spirits saved me more times than I can count. I sure miss those days. It was a ton of fun being the real boss of Rite and Co. law offices. Now she's here trained to be the leader of Korean village and the master of her craft. Apparently to become the master of the Korean channeling technique. You have to train here in Korean, since this is where the technique originated. Didn't I sound like a precious nun when you saw me just now? Too bad about what I learned about all the training I did. You haven't changed a bit, Maya. Huh? And what's that supposed to mean? You may look a little more mature on the outside, but inside she's the same old Maya. I'm actually kind of glad for that. I heard what happened, Nick. You ended up in court almost as soon as you got off the plane, huh? Yeah, well, it's kind of a long story. I was the accused! But you should have seen Mr. Wright in action. He was amazing! I bet it was another one of those famous see it in your pants come with behind winds, huh? Well, I was almost found guilty any number of times. Okay, so it wasn't my finest hour, so sue me. You haven't changed a bit either, Nick. Ouch! It definitely stings more when it comes coming from her. Ugh, that was tongue twister right there. So I guess you finished the bulk of your training needed to become a master, right? Oh, you mean the special meditation course for increasing spiritual power? Yep, I completed the full 2 years. I can finally go home once and perform the purification rite today. Actually, I was wondering why they're having a foreigner conduct one of her sacred rites. Well, the High Priest's wife usually conducts it each year, but with her baby on the way, it's just more than she can handle. Well, the High Priest practically begged me to stand in for her this year. Well, you may not know all their customs, but with your training, I'm sure you'll do great. You bet! Just you watch, Nick. I'm going to be the best Lady Kira, guardian deity ever. I better throw in a few prayers to things to not end up in a flaming disaster then. So about this guardian deity you've been portraying today, what exactly are we talking about here? Well, first of all, Lady Kira isn't really a deity in the way we think of them back home. She's a real person who fought to establish the King of Ukraine a long time ago. Well, she actually existed. And now the kingdom's people worship her as her guardian deity. It literally appears to protect the kingdom whenever it's in danger. Cloaked in a sacred robe, he's a champion of justice who defeats the kingdom's enemies. That sounds like something you'll be into. I know, right? Who wouldn't want a kick-butt warrior who takes on the evil with the wicked dagger? Right, whatever floats your boat. Still, Lady Kira must really be a popular deity if all the people are here for her. Yep, and there's more too than just her popularity this year. There's more? So why is the Rite attracting such a large crowd this year? Because there's been actual sightings, you know, of the real deal. Allow me to explain. The mysterious figure clad of Lady Kira's clothes appeared just like in the legends, and she began capturing a member of the Divine Dragons left and right. You're kidding, right? They say it's only a matter of time until she gets their leader, the revolutionary Dirt, too. So Lady Kira's a rebel hunter now, huh? It's a bit hard to swallow, though. I mean, even if they were trying to disrupt the peace, I doubt the actions of a band of rebels can bring the legendary figure back to life. I didn't believe it at first, either. There's a real picture of her on the front page of today's newspaper. Sightings of her go back about 2 years. This is the first actual picture of her to ever be taken. I can't believe someone was actually able to capture her on film. But couldn't it just be some Lady Kira fan? You know, like you, Maya? You know, like a cosplayer? Those rebels are no joke, Nick, when they're trained in hand-to-hand combat and stuff. You think a regular cosplayer can take on people like that dressed in a costume alone? That's why she has to be the real deal. It gives me chills just thinking about it. I bet Lady Kira's spirit possessed the sacred robe or something. Spirit possessing a piece of clothing? Maybe you should cut back on all those action superhero shows, Maya. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You're just jealous that I'm still young at heart. I got a real office to run now, so I gotta keep it real, right? I don't know who you're talking about, but that's definitely not me. You really lost your edge since I last saw you. Those spikes of yours are going really dull, and there's even one that's drooping. Can we leave my hair out of this? Anyway, I swear that Lady Kira people has been spotted is the real deal. Hello, Dai. Besides, it's just so much more fun to believe it's true, you know? I can't believe you're really buying all that. Although, I wonder who's under that robe. But Mr. Wright, she's the talk of town. She even gave me this great new food idea. It's gonna be like a soul bun, but based on Lady Kira. I'm calling it the Kira bun. Talk about a Kira business strategy. Come on, Maya, just admit it's you running around dressed as Lady Kira already. I guess the jig is up. What? Is it really true, Miss Maya? Indeed, it is I, Lady Kira. After hundreds of years, I have returned to the lovely young lady's body. What? Uh-oh. Only a minion of the Divine Dragons could see through my disguise. Now feel my wrath, foul lawyer. Hiya! Ow! Mr. Wright! Just kidding. I mean, come on. You need to be dressing like Lady Kira for the Rite today. No way I could ever beat up one of those rebel types. I don't know. It was a pretty solid left hook you just threw. Oh, you were just trying to be funny. You really had me going there for a second. No one can be that naive, right? Well, I hope you enjoy playing superhero at the Rite today. Oh, when you put it that way, I'm even more hyped about it now than I was already. Oh, I hear the bells of the High Priest's footsteps. I better get going. His footsteps? During the Rite, he wears these really big bells on his ankles. That's the way I know he's coming. Pretty handy, right? Well, see you later. I thought they actually meant to be the stop slacking warning system for you, Maya. Miss Maya's always so bright and cheerful. Yeah, I'm glad to see she hasn't changed. As in at all. I wonder if this means her training has been all for naught. I hope not. Ah, it's Acolyte sell it! Acolyte sell it? Look, he's the one wearing the red and saffron robe. He's a disciple of the High Priest Abbot Enmi, and he lives and trades in his house. See how he prays in the cold without moving a muscle? Yeah, I could never do that. Ah, it's Abbot Enmi! The purification rite is about to begin! Well, that's the sacred robe Wyatt will be wearing during the rite. It looks almost exactly as if what the figure of the newspaper photo was wearing. Whoever it is must have worked really hard to copy it. Please, there's not a good idea to stare like that. You could be struck blind. Just give me a few more seconds. I mean, this isn't something you see every day. Oh, those bells on the High Priest's ankles. They're a lot bigger than I thought they'll be. Mr. Wright, it's time to enter the prayer pose like everyone else. Those who don't will suffer the wrath of the Holy Mother. Okay, let's see. First I kneel down and cross my ankles, and then I bow forward. Ouch! Great, now all I can see is the ground and my back is killing me. You really should have trained for this, sir. Wait a sec, how long are we supposed to stay like this, Albie? The rite requires we stay like this until the day after tomorrow. That's 2 whole days! I don't feel so... Mr. Wright, are you okay, sir? Somebody help! Right. Mr. Wright, please, you have to get up. My achy. Albie? Where are we? The High Priest's house at the foot of the Plus of Devotion. I guess I passed out from that back pain. It must have carried me all the way here. Something's terrible happened. It's Miss Maya. She's... Oh, just follow me to the Plaza Devotion. What must have happened when I was passed out? Miss Maya, she's been arrested! What? Not again. Where's Maya? Just take it easy, alright? But I'm telling you, I haven't done anything wrong. You can talk all you want back in the station. Let me go! Maya! Nick, I didn't kill him! I swear I didn't! Quiet, you! Come on, peaceful, suffer the consequences. Wait a second, what on earth is going on? I don't know who you are, but you don't get out of my way. Hey, back off, officer. Emma? Emma Sky? What's she doing in crime? I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright, but we're placing Maya under arrest. Alright, take her down to the station, but with respect. Got it? Yes, ma'am. Nick! So, what are you doing in crime, Emma? It's a long story. Anyway, what are you doing in crime, Mr. Wright? Same here. It's a long story. But we could get caught up later. Right now, I need to know what happened. Maya's, well, under arrest for the murder of the High Priest. Wait, the High Priest was murdered? What happened, Emma? Please, tell me everything you can. Oh, basically, there was a murder during the riot, as it was performed last night. The victim is Trust in Me, the big High Priest who was presiding over the riot. Trust in Me. Oh, wow. Wait, hold on. Last night? You didn't tell me an entire day passed since the purification rite? That's right, Sarah. You passed out the whole day from your back pain. I never knew my back's like a ticking time bomb. I better take better care of it. The murder took place in the inner sanctum where the rite's being held. The inner sanctum? It the place where the spirit of Lady Kira is enshrined. It's through that gate over there and up on the top of the mountains there just beyond. Oh, so that's why everyone's offering their prayers in that direction. Abbott, Enemy, and Miss Maya went up to the inner sanctum to begin the rite. Just after they finished the prayer, you fainted in the middle of... So, who do you think killed the High Priest? Unfortunately, Maya's are sole suspect right now. During the rite, the inner sanctum was off limits to the general public. So that only the High Priest and Maya could have been there when the murder occurred? Right, plus the inner sanctum is on the side of the very steep mountain. The only way up there is the stairway that starts here at the Plaza of Devotion. So that's why she's been arrested. Also, the crime scene was only discovered after Maya came down alone. He's the one who told the worshippers in the plaza that the High Priest was dead. And she made a police statement to that effect. But she was the first one to discover the body. Well, that definitely doesn't help. That makes it even less likely that someone else was there at the crime scene. Mr. Wright, sir. Are you going to defend Miss Maya? Yes, of course. There's no way she killed anyone. Yeah, I don't believe it either. She's been framed. But this is really something else, huh, Mr. Wright? I mean, who would have thought you had to take on that horrible court again? Tell me about it. I never thought I'd go through another trial. Where the divination seance determines all and defense lawyers aren't unwelcome. So, what brings you here, Emma? Back in the US, I was working a case with the international prosecutor from Korean. He told me this is where I could see the latest techniques in international forensic science. I can't believe I fell for it. I mean, just look at this place. It's like we're going back to time. Yeah, I can't say I've been impressed with the police work I've seen so far. Still, he said he'd take on cases from around the world. Maybe next time he'll have one in the major cities somewhere. Sounds like this prosecutor's taking a liking to you, Emma. After all, it's not every day a prosecutor takes a detective with them overseas. I wonder, he's calm and kind and almost has always had a smile on his face. But it's hard to tell what he's really thinking. This international prosecutor, is he the one who handled Trucy's case? Yes, he is! I take it he'll be the prosecutor on this one too? Yes, Prosecutor Sadmari's already been assigned. But Prosecutor Sadmari? Pukaka! You know him, Obi? Of course, everyone in Korean does. He's a highly revered individual, both as a prosecutor and a monk. Not up against Prosecutor Sadmari, you incur the Holy Mother's wrath. But it's my job too as a lawyer. Alright, sorry. Just great. A prosecutor is also a revered monk in a deeply religious country. This trial is shaping up to be even more uniquely Koreanese than the last one. I'm not sure I should be saying this, but he's a formidable opponent. Yeah, I heard Apollo really had a tough time, so I better give it everything I got. Anyway, I'm glad you're here, Emma. They treat lawyers like criminals here. Come to think of it, Prosecutor Sadmari mentioned something to that effect. I'm not sure how much I can help, but I'll do what I can. Really? Are you sure you're not going to get in trouble for helping the enemy? He did come down on me pretty hard when I tried to help Trucy on that last trial. Let's just say I'll help whenever I can, where I can. Thanks. Don't go get yourself in trouble in my account, okay? Prosecutor Sadmari sounds pretty strict. But first things first, let's start with this. Hot off the press is the High Priest's autopsy report. The victim bled to death from the deep stab wound into the abdomen. The murder weapon is believed to be Lady Kira's warbat dagger. It's used during the rite, however the dagger has yet to be found. Lady Kira's dagger, I think Maya mentioned something to that about a dagger. Who would I want to be a kickbutt lawyer who takes on an evil with a wicked dagger? Right, whatever floats your boat. And this isn't a rebel hunter posing as Lady Kira who's armed with the dagger? Of course, hers must be a replica, right? Would it be okay for me to go take a look at the crime scene, Emma? The police already wrapped up their investigation, but the location itself is off limits to the general public, so I'm not sure. Emma, please, I'm begging you. Just like the police, I need access if I'm gonna mount a viable defense. Alright then, leave it to me. I'll explain the situation to Prosecutor Sadmati and the police later. Thanks, Emma. You have quite a climb ahead of you, so be sure to watch your step. Wait, you're not coming with me? Oh no, I'm not climbing up there again. No way. Is it really that bad? I wonder if my back can handle it. You get to go to Angel's Kingdom? Oh, you're so lucky, Mr. Wright. Why don't you join me, Albie? That's crazy talk, sir. A commoner like myself sure to set foot there, I'll surely be cursed for all eternity. Because Inner Sanctum's off limits for you, huh? Oh well. Guess I'll just have to face this all on my lonesome. By the way, what about all the people still praying here? Are they going to go home? The customs of the Rite requires that they not move from this spot till tomorrow afternoon. He doesn't face and have police mulling about. Some of them are even off-duty cops. Well, I guess this is what it's like to live in a deeply religious society, huh? Well, let's go to the Inner Sanctum, I guess. It's really high up and really cold. What do I do to deserve this? At least I made it. I better get started when I start feeling my fingers. Who's that? It kind of looks like... excuse me. It's you. Do you even know where you are? Barbhead. Of course I do. May I ask why you're here, your benevolence? I came to pray for the High Priest's soul. But what are you doing here? This is one of the most sacred spots in Koreanism. And scrumptious lawyers such as you have no business being here. I'm not unscrumptious. Quiet! You dared to find fault in my insights at every turn the other day. Are you still sore about that trial? As you know, your benevolence, a murder has occurred and I need to investigate. But we know the killer is one of your own. In my country, suspects are innocent until proven guilty. Plus, she is a sincere student of spirit channel who came here to study. So can you at least give her a chance to explain what happened? All practitioners from overseas are big phony but no balonies. And her wish to train in the homeland of spirit channeling is but a bit of prestige. Seems like nothing I can say will convince her otherwise, thanks for that last trial. Tweedledee and Tweedledum and Tweedledee really did a number for her impression of foreigners. As a defense attorney on this case, I really need to investigate this crime scene, and I need to do it now. I've even been authorized by the police, so... What's this? Do you intend to make a mockery of our sacred hall of justice once more? No, I simply want to defend my client. Which means you come to forge evidence then. I knew all lawyers are criminals, so I must now redouble my vigilance. Ouch, that's unfair. Who taught you to demonize the whole group of people anyways? My mother and father, do you have an issue with their parental guidance? No, I would never dare criticize the royal couple. I still can't imagine what the lawyers here must have done to garner such hatred. Oh. I just had the most wonderful idea, Barbhead. Why do I have a bad feeling about that glint of her eye? So, what's this most wonderful idea of yours? If you were to investigate this murder, then I shall oversee your every move so as to prevent any misdeeds naturally. What? You want to follow me around the whole entire time? Of course, not that I want to, mind you. But I will not tolerate any objections. Understood? She can't do this to me. What was that, Barhead? Oh, no, it's nothing. Very well then, let us get this investigation over with. You mustn't stay here for the inner sanctum a moment longer than necessary. Please don't rush me. Is it not without reason that I insist on the speedy investigation, Barhead? I am a direct descendant of the Holy Mother, you see, who guides the people of Korian. As such, I will not sully myself with the blood of battle that Lady Kira bears. The blood of battle? If it's that big of a problem, why don't you head down now? I won't do anything, I promise. You know, lawyers are never to be trusted. Now make haste so that we may leave here soon. Oh, and one more thing. Well, what now? Your victory the other day was but a stroke for fortune. This time my insights will reveal the absolute truth. So brace yourself for the defeat most bitter, lawyer. I will. Now, can I get on with my investigation? As long as you know where we stand. I better hurry up and poke around for clues before she changes her mind. Let's take a closer look, shall we? Whoa! This is blood! This is the statue of the warbat, the bird at which Lady Kira based her appearance. And all this blood is from the High Priest, huh? He no doubt embraced the statue for the hope that Lady Kira would save him from death. May his soul rest in peace. Considering the amount of blood, he must have been stabbed with considerable force. There's no way Mike could be strong enough to deliver such a blow. Hey, isn't that Lady Kira's robe? Oh, Holy Mother! Lady Kira's robe is... I know how you feel, but we should leave it as is to preserve the crime scene. You imbecile, this is the actual robe Lady Kira once wore! It is? What the heck is it made of? I mean, nothing should look this good after a few hundred years. Enough! If I say it's an actual robe, then it is an actual robe. This foul murderer shall not get away with this. It is tough to see a piece of history sloppily tossed on the ground like this, though. It even looks like it's been mended a number of times. This robe kind of smells. How dare you insult a sacred piece of clothing like that? No, I mean it smells like incense. Oh, I see. The scent you detected is from the sacred incense used to purify Lady Kira's robe. Whenever a rite is to be performed, the robe is first scented with sacred incense. But this still smells like incense now. The scent must have been much stronger last time the victim was killed. It's been stained red by the High Priest's blood. The spring shall run red upon Lady Kira's return. What's that from? An old legend. Wait, does that mean the rebel hunted Lady Kira in the newspaper is the real deal? Nah, that's crazy talk. It's a lantern. It is still lit. Of course it is. The sacred flames of the 4 lanterns here have been burned for centuries. Anyone who extinguishes even one of them will be put to death immediately. Well, that's why they all fitted with glass-winged guards. Still, I better keep my distance, just in case. So the moon and these lanterns were the only source of light up here that night? The rite is performed by the light of the full moon because moonlight is a purifying force. You see, no touching! I wasn't going to! A bloodstained scrap of paper. Looks like some kind of note or letter, perhaps. But it's written in Koreanese, so I can't read a lick. Let me see that. Once the flame is lit, then... will be... This is simply impossible to read. Wait! What is it? The stamp of the Lord Wright! It's the mark of the insurgents, the Defiant Dragon! The rebel group? What's it doing here? Is there some kind of connection between the High Priest and the rebels? Looks like that's about it. That's about does it for this area. There's something hanging off of the ritual curtain here. These look like the prayer flags done as a pause of devotion. Except they are arranged like no prayer flags I have ever seen. How so? All these flags have been sewn together. Hey, right. It's like they're one big banner now. There is something written on the piece of it. Donated by Taras and me. It seems this piece is from the donation Abbott and me made at some point. That lantern looks broken, but it's hard to make up the details from this angle. I'll take a closer look when I'm in a better spot. I think I better go take a closer look. This lantern is damaged. The wind guard is completely broken. Damaged? Is this your doing? No, I didn't even touch it. Then perhaps the falling rock struck it. I will request that we repair when we are finished here. Of course, I doubt you will live long enough to see it restored. I'll be back to take a look, you'll see. There's no snow here. Maybe it was removed because it would interfere with the Wright? The day before the Wright, the temperature of this area plunged below freezing. Even the Plaza Devotion is covered in a layer of bright frost. Must be the elevation. It wasn't all that cold back in town, I recall. No zombies have been cleared away here, and the lantern is broken. I still had a camera I brought to take pictures of my trip. I should snap one in the area here, just in case. Nothing else particularly interesting here. The statue of a bird. Guess I'll take a closer look at it. Look, a bird's missing his eye. I feel sorry for the poor fella. Are you the one that took it? Of course not. The statue's been here for ages. I suppose some damage is to be expected. I shall ask my mother to ask it repaired. No wonder there are no lawyers left. I'd leave too if I was always treated like this. I don't think I'll find anything else that interests around here. This mountain face is like a towering wall. There are characters carved into it, but I have no idea what they mean. There is a prison at the apex of this mountain. A prison way up there? It is said that Lady Kira laid those who she had defeated to rest atop this mountain, so their souls will not spawn evil spirits. I'm feeling queasy just thinking about being all the way up there. And the fact that it's a prison just makes it worse. What an amazing wall painting! So this is Lady Kira. Do you see that red mark upon her brow? That is the character for death in Koreanese. It is the mark of resolve to fight to the end. There are many different marks we make on our bodies, each with a different meaning. Interesting. Come to think of it, you have marks on your face, your benevolence. So did the High Priest. The High Priest marks are those of the monk, while mine are the Royal Priestess. All members of the Koreanist clergy have such marks upon them. The shape and location of the marks vary in accordance with conditions like status and age. And all records about them are kept in Temple. And it's kind of like a national ID registry, huh? Is that the weapon in her hand? Yes, it is Lady Kira's dagger, the very same one used in the Rite. It is made to resemble a war bat, a bird Lady Kira fashioned herself after. So that dagger is the weapon that took the High Priestess' life. If you wish to know more about Lady Kira, you need but ask. I get the feeling she's going to be super relevant into this case. I should definitely ask the princess for more details later. During the ride, the inner sanctum was fully enclosed by this ritual curtain, making this case something of a locked room mystery. Purification rite is akin to the bathing ritual for Lady Kira. Therefore, it must be closed off from the outside world. Also, the inner sanctum is like her private bathroom. Indeed, so see that you will keep it clean. This flap in the center acts like a ritual curtain door, but that's about it. Ugh! What was that shrill scream for just now? It's just... I'm afraid of heights. I didn't notice that I was coming up, but now that I see all the way down... I guess that flight of stairs from the Plaza Devotion really is the only way up and down. Could you tell me about this place, Your Benevolence? I have nothing to say to you, lawyer. Is that because you don't actually know much about it? You little minute! I am the Crown Princess of Korea! There is nothing I do not know! Nina! Whoa, where'd she come from? Hey, no cheating! Silence, Barbhead. Nina's knowledge is my knowledge. End of discussion. What is she, your pocket internet? This ring is where Lady Kira came to cleanse her body of the blood of battle, and today's purification rite is a ceremony that traces its origins back to those days. Cleansing Lady Kira's robe in the sacred wirelands one curse for the next battle. I see, thank you for that excellent explanation. Commoners are nully barred from here except for the day of the rite. Who normally controls the actions of this place? The High Priest and his family are responsible for that. The High Priest and his family, huh? Could you tell me about the High Priest and his family? Abbot and his wife and his disciple, Acolyte Perez Zealot. A young man who couple took in their home upon finding him near a kingdom's border. Speaking of his wife, is she the one who used the picture of Lady Kira? Yes, but she is the child. Her role is appointed to someone else. Killer no doubt offered to stand in as she saw it as her chance to slay the High Priest. No, you have it backwards. She was the one who asked Maya to stand in. And that braggart must have been embeddled with her qualifications. I'm really not sure how she could. Besides, why didn't you stand in for the High Priest's wife then? Did I not tell you before? As a direct descendant of the Holy Mother, the role of Lady Kira is forbidden to me. For those descendants of Her Holiness must not defile their bodies with the blood of battle. Oh yeah, you did say that, didn't you? I should probably talk with the High Priest's wife and Acolyte Zealot later too. Could you tell me a little... Could you tell me more about this Lady Kira? As an outsider, I suppose your ignorance is all but unavoidable. Whatever it is you need but ask. Nina. Lady Kira was the Holy Mother's younger sister. Unlike her older sister, she lacked the ability to channel spirits. However, it is said that none could equal her skill with the dagger. A dagger? Well, that became relevant fast. The Holy Mother guides her soul when Lady Kira keeps peace with her dagger. Lady Kira was prepared to die for her people. She cloaked herself in a sacred battle robe and concealed her face with her sister did. Okay, but who is she fighting against? Throughout our history, we have sent upon her by rebels, now is no different. Our enemy now is the defiant dragons led by the insurgent Turk. Lady Kira played a role akin to the police, huh? So what's with the bird imagery? Lady Kira's robe is fashioned in the likeness of the war bat. It is a fearsome bird that is unique to Korean. I see. And what about the recent rebel hunter, Lady Kira? Who do you think she is? I have heard about her, but I have yet to ascertain the truth. However, I believe her to be a vigilant, or precisely, a patriot. Even Princess Rayfa doesn't know the true identity of the rebel hunter, huh? This rock must have fallen from higher up in the mountain. It's like a perfect perch for taking a peek over that curtain. Well, up I go. Wow, what an incredible view. It's almost boggles my mind. Get down from this instant. Right, sorry, I'll be right down. Looks like the inner sanctum is just slightly higher than the top of that mountain. I guess that confirms that the stairs from the Plaza Devotion are the only way up here. That's about does it for the inner sanctum. I should probably head back to the Plaza Devotion and let Emma know I'm done. Of course, she's the one putting her neck on the line for me to investigate the place. Wow, they're still praying. The religious devotion of our people is the pride of our kingdom. Come what may, they will continue to pray until tomorrow afternoon. Well, I will say this, a level of devotion is certainly to be respected. Now to find Emma. You there. Wait. I want to ask you something. Okay. Do you know me? And do I know you? Well, I'm Phoenix Wright. I'm a lawyer. No. I want to know if you know who I am. Huh? How should I know? I've never even seen him before. This guy's acting real strange. I wonder if he has amnesia or something. I could talk to him a little more just in case he's connected to the case somehow. Are you having trouble remembering who you are? I'm sorry if I offended you. Whew, I thought he was going to pull a weapon on me. But he's just pulling some snacks, I don't know, snacks out of us, one after another. I'm trying to remember who I was supposed to do. I know it's something important. You know this man or something, Barb Head? No, I just said I'd never seen him before, didn't I? Are you Lady Kira? You know Lady Kira? You are Koreanese, I take it? No. Maybe. Wait, are those lizards he's eating? What? You want one? No thanks, I just ate. Oh, now I remember. Give a little dish. Well, what? I believe he suffers from a far more serious malady than mere memory loss. No good, huh? I'll try somebody else. So who was that man and what did he want, Barbhead? I wish I knew. Hey, Mr. Wright! Ugh, what now? So, I didn't surprise you that badly, didn't I? Oh, no, it's nothing. Actually, I've been looking for you. I wanted to ask you that I investigated a crime scene. I hope it wasn't too much trouble getting my investigation in the inner sanctum approved. Well, it was fine. Prosecutor Son might give his okay straight away. He seems rather far-minded prosecutor. He said that you would probably give up once you saw the crime scene for yourself. After moving on from the trouble again, would be the smart thing to do. You must be feeling really confident about his case. Well, just so you know, I have no intention of giving up. I figured. So I prepared a little gift for you. I thought it might help your investigation. Here, it's all yours. I want to bring it to a bunch of other forensic tools, but they were confiscated at the airport. No more testing for it. This actually might come in handy. Also made a copy of the crime scene photo for you. Thanks, all of this will definitely come in handy. So this is where the High Priestess body looked like after the murder. I'll keep this along with the picture I took of the crime scene. Well, yeah! You're done questioning Maya. Really? I should go pay her a visit then. Poor Maya, she must be feeling pretty lonely. I should let her know I'll be defending her too. Oh shoot, look at the time, I gotta get going. You sure seem busy. It's because his Admirable Holiness is a real slave driver. His Admirable Holiness? Prosecutor San Mari, he's like a world's harshest riddle wrapped in a flowery stash. I keep wondering if it's just a class of cultures type of thing, you know? Like, you asking the most insane things to me without battling a single long eyelash of his. This Prosecutor San Mari sounds like he's using or holding some serious clout. Oh, why did I have such bad luck with prosecutors first? It was a clamorous flop, and when I finally got rid of that Nazi blend-loving gear pile, I get this guy. Oh no, not really going to be late. Probably make me listen to one of those really long sutnas again. See you later. He makes sure to listen to sutnas? Sounds like everyone's got pretty rough too. Does not appreciate Prosecutor Sanmari's sutnas. What ingratitude. It appears that she too is lacking in religious devotion. I don't know what's the problem is here. Besides, Emma's not even a Koreanist. Nick! I knew you'd come. Maya, she sure looks tired. How are you holding up? It wasn't me, and no one will believe me. I have to admit, I'm still a bit shocked. Who would have thought you get caught up in something like this? It's so far from home. I want to defend you, so hang in there. We can do this if we work together. This is all my fault. I mean, you came to Korea just to visit me. We haven't seen each other in ages, and then this happens. I haven't seen her this down in ages either. Come on, remember who you're talking to. Besides, I thought you'd be used to being a usual suspect by now. I guess you're right. You save me each and every time. Yep, so tell me everything you can and let's go from there. Biped, start stalling and go straight to the matter of true importance. You know she is the murderer, therefore it is time for her confession. Your benevolence! What brings the royal priestess to the place like this? I am watching over this lawyer to keep him from tampering with anything in this case. Now, out with it. Confess to your crime. Please, your benevolence. Could you please take it down a notch or three? Maya, please tell me what you can. I know this must be difficult, but anything you can remember might help. Sure, okay. didn't kill the High Priest. I wouldn't even dream of it. You always treated me so well. Abbot Inmate was the important figure with a ton of duties, including training acolytes. He was really kind, even to a foreigner like me. He even invited me over to his house whenever I was between training sessions. How could I ever kill someone like that? He sounds like a really good person. I think I would have liked him. It was so much fun. I got to enjoy meals with his family and everything. His wife was the master of Chinese cuisine. I'd never eaten better in my life. Like they were her family and home away from home in this foreign land. It must have been a source of comfort, what with being here with training all alone. But what? I can't completely deny the charge either. Huh? As I suspected, the snake has shown her true colors at last. Your benevolence, please. I'm trying to figure out what really happened here. What do you mean you can't completely deny the charge? Well, during the purification rite, I suddenly got really sleepy, and next thing I knew happened to me was, you know... You suddenly got sleepy? Well, then you didn't actually see the High Priest get murdered? No, I didn't, but... If I was possessed by some crazy spirit while I was asleep, then... What an excuse. How dare you paint a cry on another person's soul? Be honest. What you call training is by the extent, but a vacation, sanctification in reality. And your training here is simply for prestige. No, it's not like that at all. I'm training to become the master of the Korean channeling technique. A nipple, my passion here, such as you, becoming a channeling master. I think not. Spiritual powers required beyond the means of an outsider like you. Rafa seems to really hate fakers. Mine does actually have the power to channel spirits. I should let Rafa know. Your benevolence. I wouldn't call Maya Nepalite because she can already wait, Nick. What? Can I talk to you for a sec? Why is she whispering all of a sudden? I want to keep my spirit channeling ability a secret and I'm here, Nick. What? Why? I'll explain later. Just keep it a secret for now, okay? If you say so. What's that all about? What's all that whispering over there? What is all that whispering about over there? Oh, it's nothing really. I'll have to ask about this later when Princess Rafa's not around. I almost forgot. Nick! Yes? About Abinemi's murder. It was something I noticed that I thought strange. Oh? So what was it you noticed? Well, probably won't believe me, but... Why don't you let me be the judge of that? Okay, so you know that spring? Spring? You mean the pool in front of the Warbat statue? Yes, that! The water in there was dark red. When I say dark red, I mean blood red. Oh, that? Yeah, I saw it too. You did? Yeah, the High Priest's blood turned it red. What? No, that's not what I meant. I think it was right before he was killed. What? Wait, so it was already red even before the High Priest was killed? Yeah, I noticed it during the purification rite just before I passed out. It's just like the ancient legend said. What ancient legend? The spring shall run red upon Lady Kira's return. That's how it goes anyways. Hold on. Yes, there's a legend of the ancient sacred that says about that. But that water runs red this time thanks to the murder. The police investigation confirms it. Perhaps her eyes were deceived by the lantern lights reflecting off the water. I don't think that was it, though. The ancient legend, huh? I wonder if it's connected to this murder somehow. Nick? Yes? Oh, actually, there's one more thing. What's up with Maya? She keeps looking over her benevolence, but she's worried that Rafa will think. There's something I want to show you. There is? Found this on the intersection that I came to. Is this a letter? It's in Koreanese. That stamp on the far left at the end of the letter? Does it look familiar? This red stamp here? It's the mark of Lady Kira. Oh, right. It looks just like the mark on her forehead. Lady Kira, you say? Let me see that. Wait, this is... What does it say? Do not perform the rite. I know what you're planning, Lady Kira. That sounds like a threat or a warning. What's pretending to be Lady Kira is pressuring the High Priest to stop the rite. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me too, Nick. Do you think... Wait. First, there's that ancient legend. Spring shall run right upon Lady Kira's return. Now, there's also Lady Kira's warning. Plus, with the Warbat dagger being eyed as a murder weapon. Don't tell me. That's why she has to be the real deal. It gives me chills thinking about it. What if Lady Kira's spirit possessed the sacred robe or something? Don't tell me. You actually believe that the Lady Kira returned to kill the High Priest? Don't be silly, Nick. Huh? Historical figures don't come back to life. I mean, give me a break. But you were saying only yesterday how it was more fun to believe that she's the real deal. Yeah, yesterday! I wish I could keep on entertaining that fantasy too. The fact is, we're dealing with a murder here. Thus my days of dreaming have come to an end. I'm going to keep it real for now on, and you should too, Nick. I thought you said it was the boring one because I was keeping it real. I guess I'm going to step ladder argument we always had. I think you mean ladder, Maya. But what do you mean by keeping it real? Oh, you know how someone is dressing up like Lady Kira and capturing rebels, right? Oh, you mean the rebel hunter Lady Kira in the papers? Yeah, that one. I think that's who probably sent this warning. What nonsense is this? You didn't suggest that Abbot Emin was slain by Lady Kira? You nincompoop. Ugh. A rebel hunter is sure to be a vigilant who loves this kingdom. And it's that patriotism that led them to cloak their identity in the guise of Lady Kira. Such as patriot will never slay the High Priest. It is only natural for the Princess Rafa to see it that way, but I can't let it go like that. Besides, who was such a vigilante who wants to stop the purification rite in the first place? I haven't figured that one yet. I rest my case. Still, if this rebel hunter is complying with another reason, he must kill the High Priest after he ignored their warning. Big dummy, you can't fool me. It was you who forced that warning letter. You're trying to shed your guilt onto the most sacred Lady Kira. Admit it. No, I would never say this a thing. Now, your benevolence. Let's try to remain rational about this. Maya, did you show that letter to the police? No. I was afraid it would anger anybody needlessly. I was waiting to show it to you, Nick. And judging by her benevolence reaction, I say Maya's right to be worried. Wait, what are... There are a number of places in this letter where there are 3 holes in a row. Are these supposed to be some kind of message too? Now that we'll be finding out anytime soon, I suspect. Alright, Akitos, wrap it up. I guess they have more questions for me. Yeah, at least I have a better idea of what we're up against now. Nick, there's something I've been meaning to say. I don't need a lawyer this time. What are you talking about? It's just, you know they have that Defense Culpability Act in Korean, right? Well, if I'm guilty, you're charging with abetting a criminal. Maya, thanks for thinking of me, but don't worry, Maya. We'll pull through this together somehow. We always have, haven't we? Yeah, but we're not in Kansas anymore, you know. It's confirmed they're in Kansas. True, but I've been through one trial here already. And I know what I'm getting myself into. I'm going to win this one no matter what. Because I believe in your innocence. Yeah, I know. You just won because of your faith in me. That's right. So it's all aboard the Freedom Express. Thank you, Nick. Well, I'll see you later. Roboto will not save you tomorrow, and by then it will be too late to ask for mercy. We're going to beat this charge. You'll see. I don't care to understand every single word that I've spoken. But I don't like the sound of that Phoenix and Freedom Express one bit. Wait. Don't tell me you don't know what Freedom Express refers to? Of course I know. Do not pressure to know what I do not know. I'm not closer to understand why someone would want the High Priest dead. But given the use of the Warbat dagger and the existence of the warning letter, I see the Rebel Hunter disguised as Lady Kira as a real prime suspect. It might help to know a little more about this modern-day Lady Kira. I wonder if anyone has any info on them. Maybe the first thing I should do is go someplace where locals like to gather? Yeah, the bazaar. I guess the bazaar is a good place to start at any. Now, who should I... I see. That's what the Freedom Express is. Consulting her pocket internet again, I see. Mr. Wright! That sounds like... Is Miss Mai okay? I believe her, Mr. Wright. I know she didn't do it. Do you now, boy? But Pokaka, use your benevolence! You must have trusted lawyers, you... Are you not the accused from the last trial? Oh, what's wrong, Albie? Your benevolence speaks with the, You may speak to the peculiar little monk. No. What is your name? Yes, your benevolence. Albie, you got your benevolence. Know this, Albie. Your soul is only as clean or filthy as the company you keep. I wish you stopped insinuating that all lawyers are trash. Please forgive me, your benevolence, but Mr. Wright is a very trustworthy man, and I trust him as a lawyer. What's this? I'm sorry, forgive my insolence. If the common boy such as he can place his trust in lawyers, it can only be because of my failure at the Hall of Justice the other day. Oh, Mr. Wright, her benevolence has sunk to the ground. I must really feel responsible for what happened at court that day. Give her some breathing room for now. I'm sure she'll be back to her feet in no time. In the meantime, do you mind if I ask you some questions? Of course not. I'll be glad to help. So what have you heard about the Rebel Hunter that was in the newspaper? Everyone's overjoyed by her appearance. They say she's the modern-day Lady Kira. They're treating this Rebel Hunter like a mysterious protector of the people, huh? People have been on edge recently with what's with the jailbreak and stuff. I hope they catch that escaped prisoner soon. Escaped prisoner? Yes, he was one of the vicious rebels that Lady Kira had captured. So there's a hardened criminal on the loose? That is bad news. Yes, but the modern-day Lady Kira is all super amazing. I mean, she takes down big, scary rebels all by herself. Yeah, that's not exactly something that just anyone can do. Someone that strong could easily overpower and kill the High Priest. What about that escaped prisoner, Albie? So what's this escaped prisoner supposed to be like? They say he's a vicious fiend who serves as Dirk's right-hand man. Dirk, as the leader of the rebel group? Yes, the escapee serves that dreadful monster of the Defiant Dragon. He says the prisoner is a former soldier and he wields a big scary knife. Rupert has it he's a cold-blooded killer to boot. He sounds like a really dangerous man. Yes, but the police still can't find him even after all the extensive search. Wait, I remember hearing about a prison. There is a prison at the apex of this mountain. Prison? Way up there? The prison on top of the Anger Sanctum's mountain, right? How did it even break out? No one really knows. He's supposedly dead without any tools to speak up to. Looks like he must have fallen to his death. Personally, I like to believe he did. Otherwise, something like that terrible incident might happen again. Terrible incident? What was that about a terrible incident, Albie? It happened before I was even born, but Queen Amara, the previous king, was assassinated. And it was the rebel leader Dirk who did it. The previous king was assassinated? It's kind of unsettling. Oh, it was a terrible deed of heinous sinner. You need to take the life of such a gentle queen? Only someone with the dark, defiled souls could have done that. They really take their queen seriously here, like God worship and double serious. It really would take someone pretty bold and blasphemous to assassinate one. Those Defiant Dragon rebels are not afraid to do anything to accomplish their goal. That's why I really let the escaped prisoner on the loose. Who knows who might be killed next? But that's why the people of Ryan are so afraid of that escapee. And why they want the rebel hunter to take him out along with the other rebels. So is there anything else you'd like to tell me about the rebel hunter, Lady Kira Alvey? I was just thinking there was something else, but what was it? Oh yeah, here. What is it? Shadow found it. It's the Warbat arrow. Feeling bad now, your benevolence? This is no time to be feeling sorry for myself. I am the Crown Princess of Korian. Now, let me see that boy. Yes, your benevolence. It looks very much like one of the legendary weapons Lady Kira once used in battle. A 3-pronged arrow? I could have sworn I seen something resembling an arrowhead recently. Where is Shadow found it, Albie? Here, I have it at his house. Near the victim's house, huh? Something tells me I better look into this. Oh wait, can I ask you to take me to the High Priestess' house? Yes, of course! I'm gonna take it, but he was married, wasn't he? And his wife is the one who usually plays the part of Lady Kira in the Purification Rite. I should probably talk to her too. This is where the High Priest lived. Wait a minute, this is where they brought me when my back gave out. And the woman in front of that altar, she must be the High Priest's wife. Excuse me. Yes, may I help you? I was hoping to speak with the High Priest's wife. Are you hurt? Please forgive the intrusion, Lady Believe. Oh my, your benevolence. Please, be at ease. What a terrible time this must be for you. I owe much to your husband. I have my deepest sympathies for your tragic loss. I honored you with your kind words. Look, dear, the War Priestess has come to visit us. Yes, What's that? Oh, of course. She's talking to a funeral picture. My husband too is delighted that the royal priestess has graced us with her presence. You can speak with Abbot in me? No, I don't possess the power to speak with the dead, but I can feel his presence. What's that? No, I can wait till later, dear. She's definitely speaking with him. So your benevolence, what is it that brings you to my home abroad? This lawyer is investigating your husband's death, and I am watching him to ensure he does not tamper with any of the evidence. I know this must be difficult, but can I ask you some questions? A good friend of mine has fallen under suspicion, you see. A friend of yours? So then you must be Maya's friend from the States, correct? That's right. Sorry, but I'm still grieving. Isn't that right, dear? Yes, I know. Abedimi and his wife were once of the closest and most loving couples in Korea. If you are not ready to talk, I will not allow you to press her any further. She did just lose her love for her life. It would be incredibly insensitive of me to force answers out of her right now. But I need to talk to her if I want to learn more about the High Priest. Plus, there's that war bat arrow that I'll be found near the house. Too much I need to find now for me to leave just yet. Will it be okay if I stay here for a little while? Biped, had I not been listening to the word I said? Look, your benevolence, I'm sorry for her loss, but I'm running out of time. So what I do is promise her to leave if she doesn't change her mind. Please, let me talk to my husband about this. Yes? I know. No, don't. Not in front of the royal priestess. Now, you'll excuse me. What the heck are they even talking about? You have but pour salt in her wounds. This is precisely why you lawyers are so despised. Ugh. I was just trying to help Maya's case. I didn't mean her Mrs. Imby. Could it be that you actually possess a conscience? Of course I do. I'm also desperate for information. So, what are you planning to do now? Pass some time by looking around the room, I guess, and see if she changes her mind. Just see that you don't touch anything you should not. Guess I should watch what I touch then, just in case Princess Rafa gets mad at me. This looks like a waste bucket. Hey, there's an apple sticking out. There are 3 holes in the row near the top. Now, where have I seen holes like these before? Just crushing around in other people's garbage like some stray dog. You're a pitiful creature indeed. What does it say here? Say what you will, but I got a job to do. It says to the High Priest. You cannot even read. You aren't even more pitiful than I have thought. Thanks, and I will keep your words of wisdom in mind, your benevolence. Guess I should study some Koreanese before I came. So this envelope was addressed to the High Priestess, huh? But it's empty. Still, there's something about it. I'd better hang on to it. Oh, it's a water puzzle for the rebel escapee that everyone's talking about. What? Let me see that. That's a rebel. Senior member insurgent leadership and former trooper of, That's a rebel. Wow. Foreign land. Wanted for crimes against the kingdom. Considered armed and dangerous. So he's an ex-military, huh? His appearance alone intrudes menace. He must be captured at once. Something wrong? The bounty is 3 million dalmas. Money that comes out of the people's tax payments. I shall have it lowered to about 1 million dalmas. You seem unexpectedly concerned with the people's welfare. Unexpectedly? How rude. Nina has always taught me that the kings do not value the people comes to ruin. As crown princess, it is only natural that I care for my people. Suppose sending someone that kind is this way. Well, I suppose I could. If you quit being a lawyer, pay taxes on our kingdom, that is. Oh well, it was worth a shot. There's a steel samurai patch on this bag. Guess the bag must be Maya's. Oh, I'd like to hear while she was performing that right. This game looks kind of like checkers or chess. You mean to say you have never heard of Kashuma Demai? I have heard people describe it as Coriani's chess. So two players take turn moving their pieces in a bid to capture the other king? Not quite. In a caution normal, the object is utter annihilation of your opponent. Furthermore, each piece has a special move that can only be used once per game. Special move? It kinda sounds like a game right up Maya's alley. What a magnificent altar. Of course it is magnificent, it is for the Holy Mother after all. The Holy Mother? Is she the faceless figure there? Such insolence! Do you not know Her Holiness is on sight? Do you seek to cross over the Twilight Realm right this instant? Sorry, it won't happen again. This is why lawyers are so despised. Now listen well. Depicting Her Holiness' face is the greatest taboo of all of Koreanism. There are none left in it who know what her face really looks like. And that includes members of the royal family. Wow, so there's an unusual custom. It's gotta be one heck of a secret if even the royal family can't know what she looks like. What show is this? It is the Plume Punisher, Warrior Neo Twilight Realm. It's based on Lady Kira on the number 119 hero show in Korean. The Plume Punisher, Warrior Neo Twilight Realm. Yes, it is an entirely original show created right here in our kingdom. Not original. I'm not sure about its originality given its overall look at that theme song. Even same thoughts exactly. Is something the matter? Well, it's just, we have an action hero show back home where it's really similar to this. I'm guessing this shows why Maya's into Lady Kira. Honestly, the theme song is exactly the same as the one from Maya's favorite show, The Steel Samurai, Warrior of Neo Tokyo. The popular action hero series filmed right in LA. Set in the city known as Neo Tokyo, it pits the Steel Samurai in Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat. Against its nemesis, the Evil Magistrate. Maya's collected DVDs and merchandise from the series as long as I've known her. The Plume Punisher seems awfully similar to the Steel Samurai. The Plume Punisher originated here in Korea. Is that clear, Barbhead? Yes, Your Benevolence. Note to self, never suggest that again. Is this a piece of art of some sort? What a beautiful orb. Is something the matter? Barbhead, take one step back. Okay, done. Just spot something? Yes, you're just smell of reflection. It was ruining the orb's beauty. Did you have to put it that way, Your Benevolence? A poster of the mountains? Oh, the Inner Sanctum's mountain is featured against one of those of town-wide perks. Beautiful mountains are known as the Roof of Korean. Ah, and I see they have even included Mount Pony Pony in that poster. Mount Pony Pony? Is that the smaller peak to the left? Known as the Little Sanctum, it is just west of the Inner Sanctum. Is it not also beautiful? I suppose a lawyer with a defiled soul such as you could not perceive its beauty. No, that's not true. I think it's absolutely stunning. Lady Billy has not had a change of heart and simply wanting to not change that. Can we just wait a little longer? I wonder if she'll ever open up. Oh, you're still here? Lady Believe. Mrs. Immy, do you think you're ready to talk? Is it okay with you, dear? Yes, I will let him know. Lady Believe, you don't have to speak to this lawyer if it's not your wish. No, it's quite alright. If my husband were still with him, he would say, as much as it pays me to have a lovely wife speak on such matters, if it would help to find the truth, then ask whatever you say. Okay, I'll take you up your generous offer. Wait, did Mrs. Amy call herself lovely just now? Well, what are you waiting for? Ask your questions quickly so your departure may be just as swift. Yes, of course. Do you have any idea why your husband might have been killed? Was he actually different or doing anything out of the ordinary lately? No, I don't recall anything of the sort. This is really difficult. Did anybody have a grudge against him? He was a kind man and one of peace. He would never do anything that would cause someone to bear a grudge against him. Uh-oh. These aren't Cyclops. This means Mrs. Amy is trying to hide something from me. This is my Magatama Maya gave me all those years ago, and it has a really amazing power. It reacts if someone is hiding something, and allows me to see the Cyclops that are holding a person's mind shut. But I don't see any. I only have to press my Magatama X to try and unlock them. Unlocking them all usually allows me to coerce the truth out of someone.
Take that!
Cyclops. They appear when I ask her whenever someone held a grudge against her husband. That must mean that Mrs. Zimmy thought of someone who just might have a grudge. Let's start stirring the pot a little and see what happens. Mrs. Zimmy, I have an idea who your husband's real killer might be. That would be Maya, would it not? No, of course not. It has to be someone with a motive to kill him. This is who I believe had the reason to kill your husband. It was the rebel hunter disguised as Lady Kira. Everyone's talking about her. I know not of what you speak. Really? Because she even made her front page recently. I am but a humble servant of Lady Kira. What reason would she have to kill someone as significant as I? Actually, I have something that just might show why Lady Kira would have killed Abbott in me. This is the letter of warning for Lady Kira. Maya found it. It was in the inner sanctum, and only Maya and your husband were there at the time. This letter reaches its intended recipient, your husband, the High Priest, didn't it? How did you know Maya wasn't lying to you? Because I've never seen that letter before, and I doubt my husband ever did either. Sorry, but I have evidence that proves that warning was meant for your husband.
Take that!
What's that? It's an envelope addressed to the High Priest. The warning letter was delivered to your husband inside this, wasn't it? What nonsense is this? How can you prove that the warning was delivered in this envelope? There's gotta be some way to prove it. Wait a second. Don't the envelope and the warning letter have something in common? I think there must be something that links the envelope to the warning letter. There is? Yes, and the proof is right here on the warning letter. This spot on the warning letter proves that it was delivered on the envelope.
Take that!
The 3 holes in the envelope are the same shape and arrangement as the holes in the warning letter. And if you fold the letter in thirds and place it in the envelope, the holes line out. As for what made the holes, I believe it was this.
Take that!
They were made by this war-bat arrow, one of the weapons favored by Lady Kira. The warning was folded in thirds, placed in the envelope addressed to the High Priest, and delivered to your husband on the points of this arrow. Are you ready to tell me the truth now? I admit the warning was sent to my husband, but he was not an insurgent. Why do you keep it a secret? Because the authorities might suspect him of being one if I hadn't. I guess that makes sense. If the rebel hunter was after him, I can see how people might at least suspect. We are a Koreanist kingdom, as such rising up against the monarchy. It is the same as blaspheming Koreanism itself. Your husband was a devout priest of Koreanism, and he feared that his good name would be tarnished if the warning went public. Yes. That makes sense, but is it the honest truth? What if the high priest really was a rebel? The rebel hunter would have a motive to kill him. Still, this just doesn't feel like the right time to ask her about it. Could you tell me a little more about the warning? It arrived about 3 days before the purification rite. When we woke up that morning, it was already there by the side of our bed. It was by the side of your bed? Yes, we had the whole house locked up tight, and yet someone still managed to slip in. Oh, it was so frightening, wasn't it, dear? Well, you didn't contact the police? Because you didn't want them to suspect your husband of being a rebel? That's right. If only I told the police, maybe Taras would still be alive today.
Oh, lovely wife. No need to fret, my dear. My only regret is that I left you all alone.
By head, that is quite enough. Yes, you're probably right. Mrs. Amy, I'm sorry to have bothered you in such a difficult time. Don't be silly. I'm happy if I helped.
Your benevolence. May you swiftly shine light upon the truth.
Barb Head, you seem bent on casting suspicion upon Lady Kira. And by doing so, you seek to deflect the blame of the real killer, Maya Fey. That is the only logical conclusion. I am in no position to disprove her at this point. If I could find something to support my theory that the High Priest was a rebel, the only person I might know about anonymity would be Maya. I might be done questioning her by now. Maybe I'll stop by the detention center. My mother has said what? It seems I must go. Did something happen? Yes, my mother has decreed that the site shall be held for the High Priest's passing, and that she shall conduct a prayer lament therein. Her benevolence is so discreet, has she? Oh, but she's not going to assert herself with a humble priest like my husband. No, it's only natural, considering his military service. The rite will be held at the palace. You are to accompany there at once, Lady Believe. Thank you, your benevolence. My husband is most delighted too. How wonderful of you, Mrs. Amy. A direct decree from the Queen. That must be quite an honor. My pet, you are coming as well. Huh? But I don't have much time left to investigate. As the one charged with monitoring you, you must remain within my sight at all times. Besides, it will take but a moment. Now, come along. Arguing at this point will probably just make things worse for me. I better let her have her way this time. Ooh. Welcome, Lady Believe. So this is the Queen of Korean. What is wrong with you, Barbara? Show some respect. Huh? Should I bow or prostrate myself? No, it's quite all right. Stay as you are. Mother. Your Eminence, I'd like to give thanks to you. You honor both me and my husband. His expose service deserves to be honored. Oh, but what a terribly trying time might be for you, Lady Believe. May my prayers comfort your soul and that your dearly departed husband. Nothing will please me more. Oh, Your Eminence, your words are wasted on my humble husband and I. Now, what do I call a commending presence? So, you are the lawyer whom my daughter speaks? Yes, Your Eminence. I am so very honored to make your noble acquaintanceship. I'm humbled to bask in your resplendence. Ah, did I overdo it? I have no idea how to talk to a queen. May the Holy Mother's blessing be upon you. Now then, Lady Believe, let us go to the chamber of prayer. Rafa, you are to accompany us too. Yes, Mother. Wow, the queen is seriously something else. The prayer lament, huh? Don't see how that'll do any good. It's just as Minister Inga. Hmm? Who are you, buddy? Nice to see you again, Minister Inga. Again? Have we met? Phoenix Wright, we met in the accuser's lobby the other day. Oh right, blue suit, jagged hair. You're that lawyer who brought my daughter down a peg or two. Your daughter? Yeah, Rafa. She's Princess Rafa's father? Queen of her, and so he's Queen of Garon's husband? You're planning to stick your fat nose in this mess too. The accuser's a good friend of mine. Like I said the last time. You better watch yourself, see? Do you mind if I ask you a few questions? You want to question me? That would be great. You got balls for a lawyer. Guess I can play along a bit. But I got things to do, see? So we'll have to talk while I work. I want to let you know I'll be a defense lawyer in this case too. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. You only won last time because the idiotic prosecutor filed false charges. But it's gonna be different this time. I got crying, and tell prosecutor on this one, see? I don't care who I'm up against. I'm going to prove my client's innocent. You kind of forgot the little thing called the Defense Culpability Act, haven't you? Well, this one and you'll suffer the same fate as the accused. How could I forget? Your lawyers are all the same. You strut your stuff until the TC Act comes down hard. Then you start begging and pleading for your lives. It's really hard to watch, I tell you. Well, I don't plan on letting it come to that. Were you the one who wrote the Defense Culpability Act? Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. What's in it to you? Either way, that's just minutes or I'm gonna enforce the thing. Started a way to counter the dirty tricks that you treated like falsified evidence, but it turned out to be quite handy. Insufficient, even. Handy? Insufficient? Yeah, made my job real easy. Any goods would cross me and the Grand administration. Gonna get just what they deserve, especially those rebel scum. Did you get away with that here? Better watch your mouth while you're enforced the law in Korean Sea. And being that I'm the queen's husband, that makes me king. No, I'm pretty sure the queen is the boss around here. Go on, see what you think so I can charge you with least majesty. I can't get myself get arrested now. Listen up, lawyer. I got a low crime rate here and the populace that lives in peace. And that's all thanks to TC, so I don't want to hear any more lip about it. But I can't defend my client unless I can speak my mind. You know that the TC Act recognizes insecure and cons, buddy days and number. What's that supposed to mean? Let's just say, I got a little trick over my sleeve. Do I watch it if I you? Cause you got a defiant attitude like one of them dragon dopes. Say White, you know what these are?
know what? Orders of execution. They're really piling up as I start slacking off.
What?
And tomorrow, I'll have your work to do, provided the one to your little friend. If you really do different here, I'll have to add one more in the palette for you. But you're not stupid enough to waste your life on a criminal, are you? Don't worry, I'll make sure to lighten your workload, Inga. I won't give you a single execution order to sign tomorrow.
I have returned, Barbhead.
Your benevolence, are you done with the rite?
Yes, it was performed flawlessly. Lady Believe stayed behind to speak with Mother.
I hope this will help her ease her sorrow, even if it's just a little.
So, have you been speaking with my father?
Yeah, you can say that.
My father's a great man. He works tirelessly to keep the peace in our kingdom. Rite, as it stands today, owes everything to the effects of my mother and father.
You should feel deeply honored.
Under normal circumstances, they would have never spoken so readily with the lawyer.
Yes, of course. It seems Rafa doesn't know what her father is really like. Well, now that we're done here, let's go see if I can talk to Maya now.
Oh, it's you, Nick.
Maya, are you okay? The questioning wasn't too harsh, wasn't it?
No, I'm alright. How about you? Make any progress?
Well, I haven't found any conclusive evidence that could prove your innocence. But I have a small lead.
Really?
But for right now, I'd like to ask you about the High Priest.
Sure, ask away. By the way, what's the princess doing with still, Nick? Doesn't she have anything better to do?
Doesn't seem like it.
I heard that! How rude! Of course I have many other things I could be doing.
It's just a thought, but do you think the High Priest could have been a rebel?
A rebel? Why would you even think that?
Because if he was, then the rebel hunter Lady Kira would have a motive to kill him.
What?
Uh-oh, Princess Rafa overheard that.
What idiocy is this? Having me a rebel? It is beyond the pale. My mother has offered the prayer of lament in his soul. It is the soul of a person he was.
Alright. I was just raising a possibility.
Everyone else is such tomfoolery.
He stormed out. Oh well. Nothing we can do about. Do you recall the High Priest doing anything suspicious?
Come to think of it, he seems unusually restless during the rite. He kept glancing up at the sky, though I have no idea why.
He was restless and kept looking up at the sky? That doesn't really tell us much, does it? Anything else come to mind?
Sorry, that's about it.
Guess this is all I'm going to learn about the High Priest right now. Oh, but there's still one thing I should follow up on.
I want to keep my spirit channeling ability a secret when I'm here, Nick.
What? Why?
I'll, explain later.
If Princess Rafa is gone, this might be my only chance. Maya, about what you said earlier, why can't you tell anyone that you're able to channel spirits?
What's that?
You know how the queens are all the spirit meetings here? I heard. It's kind of a shock at first, though.
In Korean, spirit channeling is a secret art that can only be performed by the queen. No one else is supposed to be able to do it.
I see, so spirit channeling is a symbol of power and authority then, in that case. I can see why it would look bad if a nobody from another country were able to do it too. Spirit channeling in the Korean tradition was developed from the Korean style that was brought to the US via Japan. But it seems that my clan's spiritual power is greater than that of the average Koreanese. Might be a quirk due to how our styles diverge, but I don't really know. So the spirit channeling was a power possessed by only the powers of Korean. And by the power somehow makes us way down the line of Maya. And I guess that makes Queen Goron and Princess Raifa distant relatives of Maya? Anyway, it's not like there's some kind of rule about it. It's just, I'd rather not have it become an issue or anything. I thought mediums who come here to trade hide the fact that they can channel spirits. I see. I don't know anything was so complicated. Either way, trading is a must to fulfill the qualification needed to become the master. And what is this qualification to become a master? To be able to channel spirits at one's own volition and without fail at any time. Like, remember how my spirit channeling was always hit or miss? I'll never succeed about 30% of the time. Yeah, no, it was more than spirits possess her and as opposed to her channeling them. So you can do it every single time now, whatever you want? Yep. At least I think. You think? Well, I haven't actually tried channeling anyone since I completed my training here. But once I get back home, I plan to take a final spirit medium test. I'll have to try channeling one spirit after another in a marathon on channeling session. Only those who pass the test are worthy to become the master. Yeah, and I know I can do it. I'm going to ace that test and become the next master. After all, I can let my clan and the other villagers down. Right. Maya's the next big hope of the Korean village. That's gotta be a lot of pressure. So speaking of similarities, I noticed another similarity between our countries besides spirit channeling. I saw a show at TV that reminded me of the Steel Samurai. Oh, you must be in the Plume Punisher, warrior of Neo Twilight Realm. So you already seen the Plume Punisher? Really don't miss a beat. Actually, it was her benevolence who told me about it. There's not a single person in Rite who does not know about it. Oh, your benevolence, you're back. As the warrior priestess, I am charged with monitoring your movements. So I have changed my mind. For in order to fulfill my duty, I must not avert my ears, not even from your blasphemous theories. Her sense of duty is commendable, but I wouldn't mind if she backed up a bit. Wait, tell me your benevolence. There's actually something I want to show off to the both of you. Show off? Why should seem excited all of a sudden? Yep, ta-da! What's that? It's an ultra-rare Plume Punisher strap. There's only one of them in the whole world. Specifically made to promote the TV show. You're the owner of the strap? Don't tell me you're a Plume Punisher fan too, your benevolence? No, of course not. Only little children watch that show. I have no interest in such things. Right. No, I am telling the truth. Sure, let's just leave it at that. So how did you get your hands on that, Maya? I found a kinder spirit of the Plume Punisher fan here in Korea. There's always an exchange of culture since international borders. And by cultural exchange, you mean you swap TV show promo merchandise? You bet, I traded my Steel Samurai watch for this strap. It's a super rare watch that plays the Steel Samurai theme song when the alarm goes off. My newfound Koreanese friend was so happy I got this one-of-a-kind strap in return. And there are people like that wherever you go, even here in Korean. Watch this. When you press the Magatama on her belt, it plays the show's theme song. That sounds like the Steel Samurai theme song. What are you talking about? Can you hear the folk instruments in the intro and the exotic tones throughout? Plus, the Steel Samurai has Japanese taiko drums that go daka dong 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 in the intro. Right. Guess my ears aren't just as good as yours. Anyway, I have this amazing idea for a new show. The Plume Punisher versus the Steel Samurai. I want to totally go pitch it to some TV stations when I get back home. It'll be a huge hit. Right, your benevolence? I have no interest in such things. Well, if nothing else, I remember the Plume Punisher has thankfully seemed to cheer Maya up a bit.
It's getting late. Try to get some sleep, okay, Maya? And leave tomorrow to me. Okay, thanks, Nick. I think that covers just about everything. I'm gonna head back to the temple and go over everything I've learned so far. It's getting late. Won't be long till sundown. Right, your benevolence. Are you done with your investigation for today? Pretty much. I thought I'd go over what I learned so far. Care to join me? Yes, allow me to help. Okay, first we know that the High Priest received a warning 3 days ago. It was from someone claiming to be Lady Kira, and told her not to perform the rite. That's right, it was the rebel hunter. But what of it? That's what I'm not sure of yet. Why would Lady Kira want to stop the rite? If you can solve that mystery. Right. I can figure out her motive for threatening the High Priest. It might be the break I need. I just don't know enough right now to act as that lead. How unfortunate for you, Barhead. My only hope is pure speculation that shall not stand up in the Hall of Justice. Yet no actual proof that Lady Kira's involvement in the crime after all. Yeah, the warning letter alone doesn't prove who killed the High Priest. I'll give you one last chance to withdraw before you are charged under the DC Act. Your benevolence! While it's true you did not forge or suppress any evidence, that is perhaps a product of my careful monitoring for your every move. I wasn't planning to do anything like that in the first place, your benevolence. But I am going to prove Maya's innocence, with the compromise of the law. How can you be so sure you will? Because of my undying faith in my clients, that is a lawyer's greatest weapon. What nonsense. You have chosen to dig your own grave. When next we meet, it shall be the Hall of Justice. As royal priestess, it is my duty to reveal the truth throughout the divination seance. This time, I will prove that the insights I gleaned thereof are the very truth itself. Prepare yourself, for this shall be your last trial, and your last rites. Tomorrow shall end with you under the headsman's axe. Tomorrow, I'll be defending Maya in that so-called Hall of Justice again. The whole seance thing makes trials here completely different from those back home. Because I don't have a shred of conclusive evidence. On the other hand, I have plenty of confusion and anxiety to spare. I'll have to think of something. After all, I'm the only learner of all the Korean. I have to do this. I will do this. I'll prove Maya's innocence if it's the last thing I do. Oh boy. Well, that went out longer than expected, so I think we're gonna call it here. Well, and with that, that's gonna be it. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next one. Bye.